Dame in lane number 5, and the University of California San Diego B boat is in lane number 6. The two additions off of your program, lane 4, University of San Diego A, and lane 6, University of San Diego B. This is the men's collegiate JV.
And in fact, we do have a start of the men's collegiate JV with all boats crossing the 100-meter mark. We had Stanford out to the early lead and settled down to relinquish that lead by about half a deck to inside lane 1, California. 250-meter mark is the University of California, and Stanford basically tied at this point. Lots of looking around, lots of settling in, lots of jockeying for position between lane 1, California, and lane 2, Stanford. We look outside to lane 5, which is the University of Notre Dame. And then we have the University of California, San Diego A, University of California, San Diego B, and UC Davis back a little bit, about 2 lanes behind the leaders at this time. As we approach the 500-meter mark, we're going to have a battle all the way down. You can tell Stanford is really going after this. There's a lot of eyeball in California. California is settled into a rhythm of about 34.5, and Stanford is dead even as they cross the 500-meter mark. So it's lane 1, Cal, lane 2, Stanford, dead even, followed 2 lanes open down to outside University of California, excuse me, that's Notre Dame University, and then San Diego State, Davis, and the other San Diego State crew. That is your call from the 500.
A battle on the front end of our race so far is California and Stanford 1-2. In lane 3 is Davis campus of the University of California. UC San Diego is in lane number 4, Notre Dame is in lane 5, and UC San Diego B boat is in lane 6.
Well, the battle of the Bay Area goes on in this race too. It's Cal and Stanford in lanes 1 and 2. They've both put the accelerator down right from the word go and moved right away from the rest of the field. We've effectively got 2 races happening at the same time here. We'll see how that turns out. The remaining boats in the race, Davis, always a strong JV program. These are and University of California, San Diego, the hometown crew, has 2 JV boats in this, so effectively they're second and third varsity boats competing in this race, along with the crew from the University of Notre Dame. These are the men's second boats from each of their programs. Men's rowing is not yet a NCAA sport, so this counts for nothing much more than bragging rights, but those bragging rights are big in the second 8s, the JV 8s.
Well, it was neck and neck between Cal in lane 1 and Stanford in lane 2, but Cal has indicated that they want this one, and they are currently on the lead with Stanford second. We have some open water back to Notre Dame, and inside of them is the University of San Diego, or excuse me, University of California San Diego A crew, Cal Davis, and then on the far outside is the University of California San Diego B crew. You might note the excellent close-up coverage on our race, the strain, the beauty, the grace of these crews as they come down the race course. And we might mention quickly that DVDs are available of each individual race 15 or 20 minutes after the race has been completed. And the coverage excellent by the fine photography staff up and down our race course. It is Cal in complete control at this time as they pass through 1,500 meters. Stanford was with them from the beginning, but fell back at about 750 meters and have not been able to challenge back. It's Notre Dame on the far outside. Inside of them is the UCSD A crew. Davis in the middle, and on the far outside, UCSD B crew.
And in this event, Alan, it's the top 3 that go through to the grand final. So what we're seeing here is a big race for third place happening here, because Whoever finishes in third is going to be in the grand final, and whoever finishes in fourth will be in the petite final. But Cal coming down now, you're really seeing this as the big test of the depth of a program, and Cal have that depth.
This is Cal with a commanding lead, but as Charles mentioned, our attention really will go to UCSD A crew in lane 4 and Notre Dame in lane 5 as they battle it out for the next higher position. This is Cal in complete control and command. Stanford in pretty much the same situation in their second spot, but we're going to watch UCSD in lane number 4 currently trying to catch up to Notre Dame as Davis puts on a little bit of a game charge at the end just to show that they have something left, and the University of California San Diego B crew on the far outside. Notre Dame has the lead by about 6 seats over UC San Diego A crew. It is Notre Dame battling it out for that third and final petite final, that grand final position, and it looks like the University of California San Diego has been unable to meet the challenge. They have about 50 meters to go. The winner was Cal. Second place was Stanford. And we'll take a check on the third place here, which is the important third and final qualifier to move to the top spot. And that will be Notre Dame, apparently, and University of California San Diego A crew, followed by Davis, and trailing is UCSD B crew.
The liner flag is raised.
Quickly with our lane assignments for the men's collegiate JV B heat, the University of Washington in 1, Harvard in 2, Cal in 3, UCLA in 4, Santa Clara in 5, and Colorado is in lane number 6.
And we return to the start. This is the men's JV 8, heat B. We have alignment, and we're working on final point. Weather is calm. The wind has continued to clock around. What was an easterly, southerly is now starting to come in from the west. And we have a start of the men's JV 8. Out quickly in lane 1 is the University of Washington, which has already established a 1-seat lead over its rival Harvard. All boats have cleared the 100-meter mark, and we have the University of Washington now 3 seats over lane 2, Harvard University.